Bon lundi. Bon lundi. So it's Monday, y'all. I'm gonna get on here for probably about a good 20, 30 minutes. I just got through dancing. Je viens de danser. Je viens de danser. So that's how I said it in French. Je viens de danser. I got my own shirt on today. I'm rocking y'all. 90 shirt. Yup. It's your boy Russell. Said Russell. Yeah, so that's how you say like in French, you would say like this Russell, like said Russell. So you would say your name like said, and then you say what your name is. I'm currently being on here, y'all. I'm trying to grow my followers. I'm trying to get to about 5,000. So we gotta take some work. But I feel like I'm growing on this YouTube, which I'm happy about it. I'm happy for the connections, for the people that love 90s dancing. So dancing in French is pretty much it. And I'm a trilingual person, so trilingual Southern, okay? I gotta keep working it. I've been doing this since I was in my 20s. Probably a little bit before that. What's up, Aki? You fast. You was on fast. I just got on. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's going on? I just got on. You fast. You real quick. That's what I'm talking about. I need people to be quick. I need them to log on quick, fast. 100 people. Boom. Just like that. Yup. That's what you receive a notification? Okay. I want to do everybody receive a notification. That's what I'm wondering. Do everybody receive those notifications? But I just got through dancing. I've been in here dancing. And ain't nothing to do but playing. Oh, you playing the game? What game you playing? Yeah. So I was in here dancing. I just said I was gonna do some TLC dancing, this little TLC song I was doing. Finna get ready to eat me some wings in a minute, in a little bit. Yeah, just wanted to get on here and check out Fortnite. Okay, I haven't played a game in a long time. Yeah, but thank you for being here. You been studying your languages and stuff? You been doing your thing? Yeah. So I'm just here just trying to check in with people. Let's see. You said I'm about to play Spelunky because I beat the. Okay. Cool. Yeah, but I'm not doing nothing. I just got through dancing. About to get ready to eat me some wings in a minute. Did a French video. Yeah, je viens de faire un video en français. Like this, how I say that. I just did a video in French. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I still be studying my French every day, even though I speak French. I still like to improve my French. So yeah, rocking my shirt, my 90s shirt. I decided to get the shirt because I just started to feel like, okay, if I work for like, cause I done had jobs where I work for people and I got on like on my name tag or something, or I may have on like their shirt or whatever, and I'm like, why not start embracing yourself like as a person, like your own identity of who you are, instead of just always embracing somebody else's dream. You know what I'm saying? If your dream don't align with my dream, I can wish you the best, but I just felt like, okay, it's time for me to support myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it to be selfish, but if I used to work at jobs and I used to have to put on a work shirt, right? Because I got to work. So the shirt had the company name on it. Why not be my own face, the face of myself for who I am? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's independent. It's being an independent person. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. Like, if I work somewhere, if it align with what I like to do, like if it align with my passion or align with what I like to do, yeah, absolutely. But it have to align with. We only got one shot at this, y'all. One shot in life, so it is. And I'm spreading some positive things. You know, what I spread is very positive, according to most of the feedback that I get, and according to the way I feel, according to the way I feel, most stuff that I spread is really positive stuff, and then I got my own, nobody on the internet is 100% like me. They might start trying to be like me now because I feel like I'm trending, at least trending on YouTube. You probably get some people that do some videos. Yeah, but yeah. Let me see. You said, I saw you posted my comment on why I watch you. Oh, yeah. I posted your comment. Yeah, I post y'all comments because it's social proof. It's social proof that, people watching me. You got these people that just want to jump on the bandwagon just because a lot of people on it. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people like, oh, I just want to be part of it because I like people to be part of it because they really like it. They really like some element about what I post, like my French or my dance or just my personality. Like not somebody just jumping on the trend. Like I don't even like trends to be honest. And I guess it's because I'm from the older school generation, like 90s kids. So I think that's part of the reason why I don't really jump on trends. It's boring. It get old so fast. It was so weird seeing my comment being posted. Yeah, I do it. I do that though. Yeah, that's why I be like, I take screenshots so when y'all comment certain things and I post them on my social media. What's up, Daniel, bonjour, comment ça va, mon ami? Danielle, you said there was a study done that showed people tend to follow their peers because of wanting to fit in and all this stuff. Is like that one saying, okay, I get that. I get that. I agree with you. I agree with you. I used to be like that. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be like that. I used to want to fit in. Ain't gonna lie. Like I'm an honest person. Like I used to want to fit into stuff, but I'm gonna tell you something why I stopped doing it. I just grew out of it. I grew out of it because it's too much work to try to fit into something because even when you're trying to fit in, don't mean you're gonna be accepted just because you're trying to fit in. Like that's the main thing that people don't understand. Just because you're trying to fit in, don't mean you're gonna be accepted by them people that you're trying to fit in with. Just because you being yourself, don't mean you're gonna fit in with those people. So it's like, well, I gotta listen to my inner heart and just say I prefer to be myself. Then if you're not gonna like me because I'm trying to fit in, or you're not gonna like me being me, same result. Okay, I'm finna really be myself. Like that's the best thing. Be yourself because fitting in don't mean that you're gonna be accepted. Just because you fit in don't mean they're gonna fit you in. You know what I'm saying? So I just to get rid of that mental pressure of trying to fit in, just be myself. It's just like these videos I do. I do my live. Okay, I'm gonna be me regardless of who watching or not. Because me trying to be somebody else is not gonna make people come watch me magically. It's either I'm happy with it, and that's all matters. That's it. And if I draw people that like to connect, with me in some type of way, then it's cool. You know, you said, yeah, I'm barely subscribed to anyone anymore because I only subscribe to people that actually help. Right, right, right. That's what I agree with because I don't care how the world try to frame things, social media try to frame stuff. They try to frame stuff in a certain way that can sometimes be unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? You want to follow healthy stuff. This social media is like a drug. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about them making money and stuff like that. So follow somebody that you can relate to in any type of way. That's really the most important thing. When I grew up in the 90s, I would have loved to have something like this. It probably would have kept me out the streets, because I was in the streets a lot in the 90s growing up, as a kid out in the streets and stuff, being disobedient. I done talked about my 90s childhood a few times on here. So yeah, we didn't have nothing like this, nothing similar, nothing. Just picking up the phone and call. But what I will say is that people were more closer, because you didn't have social media. So it's like, you got to meet up. It's, people met up at places more, call people on the phone more, talk more, now it's text messages and stuff. But at that time, it felt more sacred. Like the communication felt more sacred because it's like less is more. Sometimes less is more. And I think when you look back at the 90s, it's like the way I relate to it was kind of like, wow, less was really more. At that time, less was really more. You know. But yeah, that's mainly what my channel about, y'all. Anybody that follow me, 90s, French, pretty much, trilingual. Yeah. Somebody had come in and told me that they recommended me a song and they said that they wanted me to listen to it. Dang, I forgot the exact name of the song. Line something. It's something though, like Line. And then they was like, it's a good song. It's from the 80s and stuff. I just want people to connect to. I don't understand that, you got people online that can really, because at first I used to think like, well, what I'm doing is probably not enough. What I'm doing is probably pointless. It's probably useless. Like, don't nobody want to see you dance. Don't nobody want to see that. I used to think that, but when you reaching the whole world and so many different people can just like to watch you just because anything. Just because you're a positive person. People like, well, he positive. I like that about him. People could like to watch you Cause they just like you being yourself. That's it. You ain't gotta be no perfect. You know what I'm saying? They just like you just being you. You know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I really liked it. You said people had more common sense, which I had figured out. Common sense is not that common, mostly taught. Right, right. Like the '90s was just that time. Like it was better in a way than today. Like, but I don't think I could fit into today all the way. Like certain stupid trends and stuff they be posting. People doing stupid stuff and getting like 1,000, 100,000 views and stuff, and it make you question sometimes yourself and be like, "Man, am I doing something wrong?" But it's just the way social media is. It's so fake. You know what I'm saying? I hate fake stuff. I'm just on here just to do my recordings, dance, and just keep it simple, just like that. It depends on how you use social media. Social media can be a tool. It can be a tool, and it is a tool, but it depends on how you use it. You said yes, like people were riding bikes around the city, but they don't want to get out and ride bikes to meet up with people because we have things like cars. Yeah, but I mean, that's different. In the '90s we had cars and stuff too, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess less people probably get out than before. I like Janet Jackson. That's the first thing come to my mind. I love a lot of '90s R&B, rap, like hip hop from the '90s. Some French music, some French artists. Like so, exactly what I show y'all is what I love. Tony Braxton. People like that. Mint Condition. Music like that. New Edition. I like music like that. I kind of like Spanish music too, but I don't listen to it that much because I mean I live in Mexico, so it's like I don't really have that much of a feeling to listen to it as much as I used to. When I was learning Spanish or trying to improve, it was different. Or is it just a lot more? I think it's dangerous. It's always been dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on. I mean, it's just unfortunate. I mean, you don't really know always where the danger is. You know what I'm saying? Like people have told me, for instance, Mexico dangerous, right? But I have never had like a problem where I feel like I was really in danger. Like I think I was like stopped by the police a couple of times and stuff like that, but that's because they some of them can be kind of corrupt. Some of them. I'm not gonna say every single one he was, but the one that had stopped me years ago was trying to get some money out of me. And I'm a very stern person. Like I don't really get scared. Like, oh my God, it's the police. You know what I'm saying? I really stand my ground. When it come down, especially if I know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? But I have not ran into any like serious or something that I consider really dangerous. You said, well, well, the time I've been here, it hasn't happened. So you said, well, yeah, I meant like more. And then pool cars, like teens, are still riding their bikes, having fun, but now they're riding cars and stuck on social. Right, right, right. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's not the same. I mean, the '90s is what 30 years ago. Like almost all the '90s is almost 30 years ago now. Like this crazy. Like almost the whole decade is almost because '96 was 30 years ago. So, and in my head, I'd be like, oh well, it wasn't that long ago, or for some reason, I just keep saying, oh, it was about the same. Nah, but really, when I think about it, it was a long time ago. Cause I'm 37, right? So back in '96, I was only 7. Like that's a major difference. You know what I'm saying? Just 7, right? Just 7. And at this time of the year, I wasn't 7. I was 6 years old. So that's a very. And then when you look at everything that has changed, like it really was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I like to sort of think it wasn't, but it really was a long time. 20 years ago, I graduated high school almost 20 years ago. Just next year, it'll be 20 years since I was in high school. Like, that's crazy. Like, 20 years since I was in high school. So I'm like, I know the '90s was definitely a long time ago. Yeah, it really was. But I like to feel like it's not. Like it's '96, y'all. It's 1996. Yes, today is it's '96. Yeah, but it's not. You know, it's not. Yeah, but I like to bring the '90s back within my content though. In my content, I like to bring the '90s back. Times change. To be honest, stuff has improved since the last 100 years. If you look at 1926 compared to 2026, oh yeah. Now you talking about like a major difference because you talking about 100 years ago. Yeah, this made difference. I mean, I know we talk about the 90s and we say it's a long time ago, but a lot of the stuff we have today, we sort of did still have in the 90s, but more in the infant stage. Like we still had the internet in the 90s. It wasn't like today. We still had the phones, back at that time, cordless phones and stuff. I remember using one. A lot of the stuff we still got just more developed, right? Like just way more developed than now. 30 years to me is a long. Don't y'all think 30 years is a long time ago? Or y'all don't really think so? I think it's a long time when you think about the human lifespan. I think it's a long time. But maybe just in time itself, maybe not. But in the terms of human like lifespan, I think that's a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody that was at that time, even if you was a baby, you'll be like at least over 25 at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I think it is. You said it was just more full of life. The style was actually so good. Right. In the early 2000s, it was still good. In the early 2000s, it was still a good lifestyle. Yeah. And that actually where I really lived most of my childhood in the 2000s. Most of my childhood was in the early 2000s. Most of it. And then my really young childhood was like much younger, like in the 90s though. Yeah. But y'all be younger and y'all still love the 90s. That'd be nice. That's nice for people that, didn't experience the 90s firsthand and still, love it. You said the 2000s were nice. Yeah, the 2000s were nice. But I like today. I'm not gonna lie, I like today. I think today can still be good. Depends on your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like you can use technology, but you gotta use it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't necessarily have to be, oh my God, it's just not good today. You know what I'm saying? You just have to your certain mindset. Keep your 90s mindset and your 2000s mindset. That's what you do. Like certain things I don't really know about because I don't stay on top of just all these little new trends and all this stuff like that because I still got that old school at heart. I am the time. The time is not me. I make the time. The time don't make me. Put it like that. I make the time. The time don't make me. So I still got my way of being, regardless of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a human invention. Time. Technically. You said, oh, I forgot to mention I'm getting a baby cousin tomorrow. I'm excited. Any tips? Well, I would just say be happy. I mean, I'm naturally happy. Like if it's somebody in my family, like born, a newborn or something, I'm just naturally like, wow, just happy. That's the only thing I can say. Just be happy. Show that you're happy. Show them that you're happy. If you feel happy. Yeah. Why I'm not getting he's just being born. Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's just being born. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just be happy. That's the only thing I can say. Salut. Don Quixote. Tu parles le français, mon ami? Tu parles le français, tu viens d'où? So we were talking about, on était en train de parler des années 90, comment tout a changé, comment étaient les années 90 et tout ça. So I was just talking about that. So you can join the conversation. And we were saying like how certain years we feel like was better than today, and then somebody was like, well, the 2000s was better because it was more simple. That's what we were talking about. Oh, tu viens de sud de France. OK. T'es déjà abonné? T'es déjà abonné? Je crois que tu t'es abonné. Tu es déjà abonné, je crois. You said, I'm just really nervous because I'm the oldest and got put in charge taking care of him. What you staying at home with mom or your parents or something? Tu viens du sud. J'ai envie de voyager à Marseille. J'ai envie. Tu connais Marseille déjà? Parce que je veux le faire. Je veux le faire quand je peux. Mais je ne sais pas quand je peux le faire. Parce que ça a l'air cool, Marseille. Tu vois, je porte mon t-shirt des années 90, tu vois? Tu vois? J'ai mon visage dessous, tu vois? So we got people French that speak French, which is, I'm about to fall out on the floor right now because I'm so happy. Je vais tomber al sol maintenant. parce que je suis très contente pour avoir des gens de la France, du sud de France. Oui, c'est très joli. Après, il y a des zones à éviter. OK. Tu, as, tu, tu es proche de Marseille? En ville proche de Marseille? You say, yes, it's just my mom, and everyone says I'm really good with kids. I am, but I'm just going to have to take care of him when everyone else can't, or if they're big. Well, I think that's a good thing. You know, I think that your, what you say is your, who is it? Your cousin? Was your cousin? Your cousin? Okay, it's your cousin. I think it's a nice thing. Like sometimes I used to take care of my cousin babies when I was still living at home, when I watched them and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, being supportive, helping people. Okay, so qu'est-ce que j'ai demandé? Oh, si tu vis proche à Marseille. Oui. T'es déjà abonné? T'es déjà abonné ou pas encore? Pas encore, mon ami. If I'm speaking French and y'all don't understand, it's okay. I got one person here speaking French. Il y a une personne ici qui parle en français avec moi. Je suis de Perpignan, proche de Marseille. Oh, OK. Tu as quel âge, mon ami? Tu as quel âge? Je crois que je t'ai vu ici avant. Je sais pas. Je sais pas, parce que je parle avec plusieurs des gens et j'essaie de faire une vidéo en direct tous les jours. Marseille, c'est bien. Va les yeux fermés. Tu vas adorer. Je te conseille. Bello. OK. OK. Je vais prendre une photo maintenant. Attendez-moi. OK. OK. Je voulais aller, mais quand je peux le faire, je veux le faire. Mais il faut économiser et faire tout ça pour aller, parce que parfois les billets d'avion sont plus chers, plus chers. Mon français, c'est bon. Tu penses quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu en penses quoi, mon français? Mon français, tu comprends tout ce que je dis maintenant? OK. Oui, on est là pour parler en français, anglais, espagnol, parce que je suis Russell Trilingual. On est là pour faire ça. Ton français est parfait, mon mec. OK. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Tout le monde te comprend. OK. Et je parle. Tu parles autre langue ou seulement le français? Parce que je parle trois langues. Et pourquoi tu me suis? Pourquoi tu me suis? Je veux savoir ça. You say, oh, when I'm on live, we don't really get people that speak French. I think it's such a beautiful language. Ah. OK. Tout le monde me comprendra. OK. Il y a une série que tu me recommandes. Euh, je regarde Louis le Brocante. Tu connais cette série? Louis la Brocante. Louis le Brocante. Je regarde ça très souvent parce que ça m'aide avec mon français. Ça m'aide avec mon français. Et il est sorti dans les années 90. Il est sorti en 1998. C'est une série en français. Oh, série d'anciens. Série d'anciens. Si, oui, j'aime bien ça. Oui, j'aime bien. Tu le connais? Tu le connais, mon ami? Let's see. So you said, I'm impressed with how much French I understand despite not knowing the language. Okay. Keep rocking with me. Keep rocking with me. Keep rocking with me. Keep rocking. Keep rocking. Good. J'aime danser. J'aime danser. J'aime danser. J'aime danser. J'aime beaucoup la musique française aussi. J'aime MC Solar. J'aime tout ça. Toutes les années 90. J'aime ça. Oui, oui, oui. Pourquoi tu me suis? Pourquoi tu me suis, mon ami? Je sais pas. Je voulais savoir pourquoi tu me suis. Regarde les séries avec Rocco. C'est OK. OK. Je vais prendre une capture d'écran. OK. Parce que plus tard, plus tard, je peux voir les commentaires et je peux chercher les séries. Je peux chercher les séries. Mais j'ai appris le français toute seule. Je crois à nos jours, on peut apprendre une langue et que c'est plus facile d'apprendre. Parce que ce que je fais, je crois que parce que je parle déjà l'espagnol, je crois que ça m'aide beaucoup. C'est plus facile d'apprendre le français parce que je parle déjà l'espagnol et j'habite au Mexique. Il faut parler l'espagnol tous les jours parce que je vis au Mexique. Mais je viens du sud, je viens du sud des États-Unis, je viens du sud. Oui, bien sûr. Euh, también hablas español, ¿verdad? Yo solo sé algunas palabras. Sí, también hablo español también, porque el español, como vivo en México, pues tengo que hablarlo, pues. Pero me encanta también, me encanta mucho. Oui, ce que je dis est que j'aime l'espagnol et je vis au Mexique. Il faut parler espagnol aussi. Pour cela, j'ai le nom Russell Trilingual, comme Russell Trilingual, parce que je parle trois langues. Je parle trois langues, je fais un mélange de les trois langues et la musique des années 90. Et je danse aussi. On peut regarder toutes les vidéos que je publie. J'essaie de publier les vidéos tous les jours. Soit un samedi, soit un lundi, ou quand je peux le faire. Tu peux regarder le film La haine. Oh, je l'ai regardé, mais ça fait longtemps. Ça fait longtemps que je l'ai regardé, mais je crois qu'il faut que je le regarde de nouveau parce que mon français a été amélioré. Et il faut que je regarde ce film de nouveau. Euh, cet acteur cet acteur est trop, il est brésilien. OK, merci mon ami, merci mon ami. Je vais le faire, je vais le regarder. T'es déjà abonné, Alexandre? T'es déjà abonné? Ou pas encore? Maybe I could join your lives more often for a Spanish teacher. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can join a live for Spanish if I speak Spanish, because I can speak Spanish on here. Like, puedo hablar español. Puedo hablar español, mais j'essaie de parler solo une langue parce que non, je sais pas, parce que tous les gens viennent sur mon live, qui tombent sur mon live, ne comprennent pas l'espagnol, ne comprennent pas le français, mais puedo hablar español si quiere que hable español. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can speak Spanish if you want me to. Yeah, I can do that. I mean, that's why I'm Russell Trilingual. It's supposed to be fun, right? It's fun. Like, how do we say 90s in Spanish? In Spanish, we say los noventas. So that's how you say 90s in Spanish, los noventas, right? Los noventas. How do we say it in French? In French, we say les années 90, les années 90. And of course, in English, we say 90s, okay? Les choristes, okay, immersion and listen help. Yeah, it helps. That's how I learned French. J'ai appris le français en écoutant. En écoutant, j'ai appris le français. En écoutant, parler. Même si je parle toute seule, ça m'aide beaucoup parce que j'étais sur un site pour apprendre le français et parfois les gens n'ont pas envie de parler. Oui, c'est ça. Et ça peut être découragé. Ça peut être découragé parce que parfois les gens n'ont pas envie de parler. Mais il faut parler pour améliorer. Oui. Et ce que je fais, je parle, même si je parle toute seule, je parle avec vous. Je parle avec vous parce que ça m'aide. Oui, même si je ne te peux entendre ça m'aide beaucoup. Oui, il faut faire les efforts. Il faut faire les efforts pour apprendre. Soit anglais, soit l'espagnol. Il faut faire l'effort pour apprendre. Et c'est ce que je fais. Et je me sens incroyable parce que les gens peuvent comprendre ce que je dis. Ça me donne envie de danser. Ça me donne envie de danser. Ça me donne envie de danser. Oui. Parce que pour moi, c'est mon but. C'est mon but. Oui, j'ai toujours aimé apprendre le français. J'ai toujours aimé apprendre le français. Oh, ça me fait sourire. Okay, so you said I have to go, Russell. How long do you plan? I'm about to go in a minute. Yeah, I'm about to go too because I want to cook me something. So, je vais cuisiner quelque chose, mais n'oubliez pas de s'abonner. C'est tout pour aujourd'hui, pour maintenant. Je vais finir le live. OK, mais abonne-toi pour recevoir, pour ne plus rater les vidéos. Ou pour nous rater le live, le vidéo en direct, abonne-toi. OK? All right. Oh, it's no problem. Okay, no problem. Stay safe. Take care. All right, y'all.